All right, so I wanted to go through and talk about like how you can update the graphics now that you have the model in. So if we look at the PDF here, um, we'll look at how you can create that. Um, I think that the way that it's set up as it comes in, it looks like this, so it's very basic. And so we're going to look at how to create a couple of these views and how those are set up. And then you'll be able to start creating your own. So let me minimize that. So if you're in your file, basically Revit has a mechanism for allowing you to update the graphics for your views. And so if you there are several ways you can access the views. I think probably in this case it's easier if you just double click and it'll activate the view, and you can double click outside to activate the sheet. So if I double click on this view, I can then go into my visibility graphics, right? And you'll notice that it gives me access to the elevation and section, which they call projection and cut. And so if I want to update the cut for all of the walls and everything is being sectioned, I can just go to all. And if I left click on this little blue area, it'll give me an override, and I can click on that, and that will allow me to set a pattern type and a color. So if I come in here to a pattern type, and I'll pick diagonal up small, and I'll pick the color blue. All right, click OK, click OK, and if I hit apply, you'll see that fill with blue. If I go to all again, I can even set the cut lines here to also be blue if I wanted them not to be black, right? So I'm kind of going with a blue theme, as you can tell. So now those guys are blue. If I zoom in on it a little closer, you can see that. And then if we look at our PDF, I wonder if I did a crosshatch on this one. Looks like I did a crosshatch, so we can update that. But I put a sort of a gray background, a blue background, and then a gray for the site, and turn the shadows on. So let's go back to our visibility graphics, and I'll select all, and I'll change this to a crosshatch, right? And then let's do all again, and I'm going to do the projection, the elevation patterns, and I'm going to make those a solid, and I'll make them sort of this light blue here. And I'll apply that so you can see that. And then can't remember what I do with the the site must not be on in here. So in this one I have the site turned on, so let's turn on the site. So if I scroll down, looks like the site is turned off, so I'm going to turn that on, hit apply, right? So there's the site. And it looks like the ambient shadows are on, so I'm going to turn those off in a minute. But I want the site buildings to not be sectioning blue. So let's go to the site, and we're going to grab that, and instead of it being the crosshatch blue, we're going to make that just a solid gray, like maybe a light gray. I don't know. Right, so it's a little lighter. And then let's see why that is. I think it's the ambient shadows, but let's take a look. Let's go to graphic design, shadows. Let's get rid of the ambient shadows, right? And so now you can kind of see that similar look. The thing I'm missing now is just my regular shadows here. So if I turn the shadows on, and let's see how we can make them a little less. So setting the sun, I was just playing around with it. This is pretty close, but it looks like about a 190 and maybe a 15 here. This is just general sun. We're not looking, I mean, the roof's cut off and everything, but it's really just for definition. So kind of getting that right. Click OK here. And then if I come down and go to my graphic display options, this is where you can go to the lighting and you can control your shadows. So I think that by default, Revit has it set to 50. So they're pretty dark. So I tend to lighten them up to about a 25 is what I prefer, but you can, go with whatever you like. Click OK there. So there's the first version of the floor plan updated. So if I double click out here from that to that, when I come back, we'll make a view template and apply it.